Well, today is the day. Today's the day that I tell you the story of how I learned how to box. So, it all started not the day that I learned how to box. It started with a Pizza Pro delivery. See, in Searcy, Arkansas, there was this company called Pizza Pro. And all of my buddies, y'all remember, like, we couldn't leave the dorm room. Remember, I told you in the story before, we couldn't leave the dorm room past 11 o'clock. You really needed to be, parking around 10:30, get to the dorm, take a shower. And we had a communal shower too. I got a story about the communal shower. I used to turn the communal shower into a spa by blocking the doorway with doors. So I would take the doors off of my bedrooms. We'd put it in there and it would block. And then we would duct tape the drain. So we would fill the water all the way up and we would just use it as a spa. It was dope. Anyway, I digress. So here is the deal. Oh my gosh. I forget about how many pranks I played on you people. How many pranks? Okay. I was getting Pizza Pro this one night. And for some reason, Harding decided to put me into this football dorm. All the football players, and then your boy was up on the third floor. I don't know why. The football team kind of adopted me. I was their punching bag and whipping boy. I had a good time, but the one thing that came with being the punching bag and the butt of all the jokes was I was the guy that they took care of. There were two guys, Josh Cunningham, and that guy was freaking Adonis. It was like God himself just did this, touched him. He was just chiseled, good looking, no fucking personality at all, horrible personality, but he got all the girls because girls, y'all make the dumbest decisions. Y'all only go with guys who just look good. I mean, he was a good guy, but he wasn't like his roommate, Jake. So Jake Holt and I became like, I'd call him like my brother. I mean, the guy was just he was very protective over me. And I needed that because I didn't have any family. I'd lost my dad my freshman year. I had lost my mom when I was 15. I went to school on a hope and a prayer. When I got to school, I didn't even have money to be registered in school. I was just told, come, we'll make it work. So I loaded up all my shit and went there. So I'm downstairs picking up a pizza for us because, we would do anyway, I'll tell that story too later. So I'm picking up a pizza. This guy down on the first floor starts fucking with me in the Harbin little entryway as I'm standing there waiting for the delivery driver to get in. So he's fucking with me and he's like teasing me. We used to have there used to be like a ping pong table down there. And I was waiting. And finally the guy comes and like I'm frustrated because this guy's like fucking with me and Jake's like, we're going downstairs. We're going downstairs right now. Go show me that guy. So I come walking downstairs. I'm like, yeah, bro, we're gonna go beat the shit out of some people. So Jake goes downstairs, tells the guy, you ever talk to him, you ever touch him again, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And Jake was awesome. Jake lost one eye, so Jake could only look at you with one eye. That dude was crazy. It's still to this day. I told Jake's son has called me to ask me questions about real estate, and I told Jake's son the story, so Jake knows what's coming. So we get back upstairs. A couple days go by, and Jake decides. Okay, so I'll tell you this story. So I'm laying down after school, and everyone would keep our door open, and so when one of us would leave to go eat dinner, we would all go as kind of a group on the third floor. And so I had fallen asleep. I think I was watching Jeopardy. Jake wakes me up screaming. I don't even know if you remember this, Jake. He wakes me up screaming, Curtis! And I open my eyes, and I can't see shit. It's like smoke. He's like, everything's on fire, get up. So I'm scrambling around. I can't see anything, but all I smell is like aloe vera and some sort of like minty thing. And then I feel something drop onto my, up onto my chest. And what Jake had done was I had fallen asleep sitting straight up, looking at my TV. And Jake, I had fallen asleep with my glasses on, and Jake had went and got shaving cream and put shaving cream on the front of my 2 lenses. So we're at dinner talking, and Jake's like, I'm going to teach you how to box. Because at this time, they had come and removed all the furniture out of our little game room in the corner of our dorm hallway. We had this big game room. And so people started boxing at night, and we would all make circles and watch people get the shit kicked out of them. But it was awesome. So Jake, one day after school, he's like, okay, man, I'm going to teach you how to box. So he had gloves, so we get the gloves put on, and Jake's like, okay, so here's how you throw, He's like showing me, and he's like, all right. So he's got his gloves up. He's like, I want you to punch me as hard as you can. So I'm like, I punch. He's like, no. He's like, throw hard, like step into it. So I turn around and I punch him, and I think I hit him like fist to face, and he goes wham, and he fucking knocks me out. Like I'm laying on the ground, my glasses are twisted on my face like this, and it was just a reaction from him. He got hit, so he hit back. And and that was the day I learned how to box by not boxing. So from then, I don't think I ever got into another fight again up in college. The next time I fought was I decided I was going to take UFC. So for 6 months, I did UFC training. And that is another story. That was really good. That was when I learned to tap people, that being up on top. When you're up on top of somebody, it's a perceived power position. That really the person on the ground has really more control over you than the person who believes that they're on top punching. So just remember, when life has got you down and you feel like it's on top of you, just remember, you're in a very powerful position if you could just stay calm, keep breathing, and look to shoot. Because the thing that I learned most was when somebody leaves themselves open and vulnerable, you can shoot up, you grab right underneath here, and you squeeze, and you can choke somebody out, and you twist at the same time. But don't ever miss out on the fact that opportunity always arises in the middle of chaos. Okay, there's always an opportunity. So I'm going to leave you with that today. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Story time number 3. All right, Jake, there's your story.